What's up, everybody? I wanted to show off some more 3D prints that I have currently been working on. I've gotten several questions about the STL files. Everything I print comes from Thingiverse.com. I know there's some other sites that have STL files and stuff, but that's the main one that I use. I believe the other one that I use just to research is 3dtrends.com. I'll put a link to both of those email addresses, and I was sent there from 3D Printing Forge. Check him out on Instagram. He's definitely at master levels when it comes to 3D printing. But yeah, just wanted to show off some quick stuff. As you can see, got a ton of stuff up here on the table, and I'm happy with some, I'm not happy with some. It all just depends. It's a lot of trial and error like we've discussed in previous videos. But one thing I wanted to show off right off the bat was this is the Spider-Man Shocker figure that I got. And the lines for the grid was not painted in, but on the Fwoosh's channel, and that's FWOOSH, he showed where he used a Gundam marker. And this is just a standard brown Gundam marker for panel lining. And my wife filled in all the lines for me because I got shaky hands. So she did an amazing job. And this takes the figure to a whole different level. So yeah, that definitely takes it to another level. So we got him here in the video to show off the grid and also for a little bit of size comparison. So let's go ahead and knock out the two things I weren't too impressed with. These are satellites. I've got two different ones. I've got this one that's just mounted like on a building or what have you. And what happens is you'll glue both pieces together because they print on the bed like that. And I'm not too... I mean, the design looks good. I think I want to try it again, but a little bit bigger. But you'd have to glue that together, smooth it out some, and it just kind of goes on to top of a building or what have you. I'm trying not to say whatnot for my buddy because he knows I get nervous doing these. And here is another one, and this is the same style, but this one would be mounted on the side of a building. You can see where you would mount it, and again you'd have to glue it together. And I think I want to try these a little bit bigger, but that's what you have right there. I was real impressed that my printer was able to do something in that detail pretty small, but I definitely had to adjust some settings and stuff. Let's see, we've got these two windows right here, and you'll see that there's where it would fit if you're doing a diorama. Press it into the foam board and push it in, and then you can use the edges right here to glue, and then you have this part. Now the thing I don't like is I should have, instead of it printing down up, I should have rotated it on the bed when I was slicing it, because you see this rough texture right here? That's the part where it's resting on the raft. So when you pull it off, it leaves this rough detail. Now I'm going to attempt to sand it up and smooth it out some, but it's a window. It's going to be way in the background, so I'm not like crazy concerned about it, but I do wish I had rotated it. But we have two of them right here. And as you can see next to Shocker, it's a good sized window. And speaking of windows, we got several here that I just enjoy trying these and seeing which ones I like. I hadn't even started making diodes since I've got this 3D printer. I've been doing nothing but 3D printing and occasionally painting some. I just enjoy making these. This is like an arch window, and it printed on a raft like this. A lot of people don't use a raft, but I'm having a lot of issues if I don't use a raft. So I do use one almost probably 95% of the time. But but I really like how this layered. And again, these aren't cleaned up. It's just taken off the bed and, the raft. And see, these edges right here would kind of need to be cut a little bit smooth, but I am very impressed with this. And I have 2 of these right here, and they both came out very well. It's got a little lip right there, and I could just see Daredevil coming out of one of these. It just looks great. So I really like the windows right there. We also have, let's see if these are the same size. Yes, they are. Okay, so you have an inside window and an outside window. So if you were getting ready to do a dio and you're wanting it to be in use on the outside and inside, I think they call that modular, you would put one on each side. I can't remember. I want to say this is the outside and this is the inside. And you glue each piece to both sides of your foam board, and then you have the outside. Then if you want to turn it around and take a picture, you got the inside. So I really like these 2. And these were the original attempts, but it was a little bit too small. But, you know, windows come in all different sizes, so I'm still happy with this. And anytime I find a file that I like, and then I get the slice settings the way I want, I put them in a separate folder. That way I don't have to look up, okay, I like these, this size, and try to manipulate the numbers again. And once you transfer it from a STL file to a G code, I think, for the slicer, that's when I put it in that folder. I'm not too good with the terminology, but that's what you have. All right, let's see what we can show off next. Okay, I only did one of these. This is just like a weapons crate. Comes with the bottom and then the top. Now you can see both ends printed on separate prints. It's not hollow, so it is solid. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some super glue, glue it down, take a clamp and press it down, and then you got a nice cargo bay that looks gorgeous on every end. It won't open or anything, but I do like that the detail is good overall around the whole model once I glue it into place. So I only did one of these, so I'm happy with that. But at the same time, I wish I could make it where it was hollow. Maybe I can find someone else that's made some sort of file that looks a little bit better, where it can be hollow inside and you could put some stuff in it, and then you could put some hinges. But, you know, that's just me looking in the future. All right, you've seen the keg that I previously made. Now, this is a little bit of a bigger keg, and a buddy of mine was telling me that they make different size kegs. I don't drink alcohol, but so the other one is a good fit, but this one is also another good fit. It's just a little bit bigger, and this is the size that I was hoping for. And this could fit across all genres of photography. It could be a canister, gas canister, liquid canister, anything, you know, paint it up, put some labels on it. So I'm real happy with that one. Let's see. All right, now you see these over here. I'm not going to bring them all over. One's the top, one's the bottom, and it's just like the other crate. It's solid right there. I got these strings. Sometimes you got to peel them off. And this is like a weapons case, ammo case, gun case, whatever you want to make it. And again, it's not hollow on the inside. So you print separate prints, a bottom and a top. And then you can glue it together, paint it whatever you want. Then you got a weapons case. And I made several of these. I want to say five or six. And I do wish I'd made it a little bit bigger, but of course I can play with the settings, make it a little bit smaller, wider, whatever I want. And I got breaker right here with one. And what I did was I glued it, clamped it, let it set for 24 hours. Then I primed it, painted it, and there we go. And then I put a clear coat of Krylon matte finish just to seal the paint, and See how it's a little bit tight in the hand? So I wish I'd made it a little bit bigger, but it still looks awesome. I cannot wait to utilize that in some figures and different photography. We're just gonna set him down. And the next thing we have are these crates right here. And if you watch the last episode of Obi-Wan, you'll see these exact crates are in that episode. When Uncle Owen is coming out of the house, I don't want to say spoilers, but you can see them on Tatooine at the Skywalker Uncle Owen farm near one of the doors. But yeah, got these. You've seen them before, but they're a little bit bigger, as you can see next to Shocker right there. So and this time I didn't use any supports because I wanted the grid lines to be a little bit clearer. Let me see if I can get in close. So no supports were used in these layers. And you can see a little bit of the stringing right there, which I'll take an X-Acto knife and just kind of, you know, freshen it up some. But you'll see the bottom is just pure trash. I mean, it's where it sets on a raft. It's the best I can do, but you're not going to really see the bottoms. But it's the best I can do on my 3D printer. But I can't tell what that is. I've got the ironing effect on my 3D printer to smooth out the tops, but I think it burns it a little bit. So I'm not really sure, but I'm real happy with these crates. They turned out real swell. And speaking of crates that you've seen before, you have seen these, but this time I made them a little bit bigger. So let's put it next to Shocker right there. So got 3 of them, and you can see they look great. And again, these could fit in any type of genre, G.I. Joe, Marvel Legends, Star Wars. I mean, it's just limitless. And I really love the way the tops are. And I'm not gonna lie, taking the supports out of the part around here and here is somewhat therapeutic. Now, we got this one. It came out to be a little bit of a dud. Let me show it off right quick. There's the bottom. So part of the base peeled off some. It just has to do with some of the stuff not adhering very well. But I didn't use any supports on this. And it's similar to the other one that you just seen. The side is like that. And I do have some stringing. It's easy to clean up. But this was also over here. But they just fell off. I mean, like, these are on there pretty good. I don't know what happened over here. It could be the way the file was made, how it was sliced, the settings. But I mean, they just peeled right off. You can't even hardly probably tell, but they were on there. There's the top. Both sides were supposed to look like this. Then you got this and this on the front and back. And then the bottom is this. So this one turned out okay. And then I tried this one, which was kind of similar, if you can see. But I really like this one. But of course, again, I used no supports because I wanted that to be kind of as clean as I can get it. But you can still see some of the lines. That's where the stringing is. I don't know if I can get it on there. With the layering of the 3D. So I'll take an X-Acto knife and just kind of, you know, cut that out. But this one turned out real well, and I really like the top of it. And again, could fit in any genre that you want. This, I can't remember what it's called on Thingiverse. It's a sci-fi container, a Separatist, Star Wars Separatist container. And of course, you can make this as narrow as you want, as tall as you want. You can make it shorter, wider. I just love 3D printing. I'm so addicted to it now. But yeah, again, it could fit on anything. Hell, it could even fit on a Dio, you know, glue it into the wall or down from the bottom. I mean, it could, you know, from the top. Anything can happen with this. So yeah, I'm really happy with that. Now, the crates that I liked that really turned out well are these right here. You'll see it next to Shocker. Is this one right here. It's got a beautiful smooth top. as you can see. And of course, these haven't been cleaned up, haven't been primed, painted, or anything. But there's the front. There is the back, sides, and these turned out real well. I'm really happy with that. I'm gonna pump out a bunch of these because if you follow Crazy 8 Mule on Instagram, he's a local collector that lives in my area. I think he'll really enjoy these. I haven't been able to hook them up yet. I've had some issues at work, but I got a nice little stash building up for him to paint and have fun with. I gotta get this a little bit closer to show off some more stuff. All right, this crate also is one of my favorites. It's got these holes and they actually go all the way through. See right there? And then they have them over here too. I don't know if you can see it very well. There we go. And it's an ammo crate, but I'm not sure what the holes are for. Maybe some handles? I don't know. But there's the bottom. Again, it's not very cleaned up. There is the front, which looks the same as the back. And again, you'll see that string right there. That's just part of the process. Got to clean it up some. There is the sides, and there's the top. I really like the way the top turned out. Again, I think I might want to turn off my ironing effect on my printer, but I really like the way this turned out. Now, we are almost done. I apologize for the lengthy video. I don't like doing long ones. But I've had a lot of different models printing, and I just don't get on YouTube as much as some of these other creators. I just don't have time for it. I know a lot of them spend a lot of time on their videos, editing and whatnot. Damn it, I just said whatnot. I just like doing it for fun and showing off some stuff. But these are some brackets that I found on Thingiverse, and I forgot what they were called, but I found them, and what my immediate thought was to make a table, because it's already pretty much set up that way. As you can see, that's where they look up close. So I made a table, and then we'll get this one right here. This is what it looked like before I painted it, but I just took those brackets and I glued them onto piece of wood, which came out of this kit right here that I showed on a previous video. It's already cut. It's already at a good length. And I took hot glue, not hot glue, super glue, just standard Loctite super glue. Glued both pieces on and let it set for 24 hours. This is what it looked like beforehand, and this looks good too. It just looks like a plywood table right there. And there it is in front of Shocker. And I wanted this one to have like a metal look, so I just took some metallic silver spray paint after I primed it and hit it with it. Now I did have some textured silver paint that I kind of put on there too, just to try it out, just to see how it would turn out. But yeah, these are phenomenal. They're the perfect size. I mean, they just look so good. You could do whatever you want with them. They're gonna look very good in some figure photography. So yeah, that was a fun little thing. These are really gonna come in handy. I'm gonna do all sorts of stuff with them. But I hope you enjoyed this. I know it's a lot of overhaul of 3D prints. Again, I will post the website when I get on my desk computer to Thingiverse and Trending 3D Prints. And that's where I find all my prints. And I just get on there and search 1/12 scale. I search Star Wars, Marvel, and I just scroll through there and I see stuff that I like, and I just roll with it. And I really wish I knew how to develop some of these 3D files, because I know some people just do that for fun, but It is awesome. This whole hobby of 3D printing is just utterly awesome. So I hope you enjoyed these prints. I hope to show you some more. And if you like this video, please like and subscribe. Again, I don't publish on a daily basis, but when I do, I do. Thanks for watching. Later.